What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Wednesday, January 19th, and we're going to be talking about today ERTHA, which is a newer metaverse that's built on hex plot designs. It's a little bit different from other metaverses that we've discussed on this channel, but I thought it was really interesting to dive deeper into this project in case you guys were interested in investing, or if you're speculating or maybe hesitant to invest in this. So in this episode, I'm going to share with you my personal thoughts and opinions if this is actually worthwhile for an investment. We're going to look at the roadmap, the tokenomics. We're also going to look at all the news around ERTHA, just real briefly so that you guys have a good understanding of this potentially could explode in 2022. Now, with that said, don't forget to like that button if you like the material that you're about to hear. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Your subscriptions help support this channel so much, and I greatly appreciate it. And I love sharing these amazing hidden gems just for you guys. So let us begin. And oh yes, and don't forget, join our Patreon page because we got some insider trading tips going on in there, so stay tuned to that. So ERTHA, what is going on with ERTHA? Well, basically ERTHA is kind of like this, it's a program that allows you to buy Metaverse almost based on the real land, but in a fictional Metaverse. Now, they have this idea that the world is kind of in a post-apocalyptic phase where the world is falling apart. They did a photo shoot with this young girl as if this person is going to represent the face of how this game could be. I don't know what this has to do with, the apocalyptic world. I don't know if she's a zombie, if she's hurt, or she's sad. I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. That's their own point. So when we go to their trailer, they have a narration going on where they're saying like the world is ending, climate change and everything has kind of shifted the way humanity's living. So how do we move forward? And basically they're saying, well, ERTHA Metaverse is going to be the next new thing where you can go around this world, which is a fictional metaverse, and you can own plots of land. And those plots of land are built on hex designs. And so that's the narrative that they're pitching. That's the narrative that people are the reason spending thousands or hundreds of dollars on these plots of lands. Now, this one says $230 for this plot of land, but they're actually going for a lot higher. Now, this video is showing you a rendered image of what the world could look like in the metaverse. But in reality, this is just a rendered demonstration. This is not going to be, in my opinion, what the final product won't look like specifically. It will try to look close to it, but it won't look as clean as this presentation is putting it out to be. So they're saying that the metaverse is the future while the real world is kind of destroying itself. But I want to share with you some other cool news that I think is worth sharing. Now, landowner benefits. If you go to their page, they'll tell you what are the benefits of owning the land. Creating an economic inspired social growth. You can also have territorial disputes and international conflicts, which help with the NFT value. But there's just so much going on here that I'm just like, okay, well, that's generally how it is for any landowner, right, in any metaverse. But yeah, I can't tell what the theme is here, but I guess the whole post-apocalyptic blood splatter. I don't know if you're seeing this little icon that's about to pop up. They have I don't do really well with blood. That's just personally me, but I guess that's what they're going for. But it could be a niche market. Now, other news that's been going on is that they partnered with CryoWar, which was, I thought, a really interesting partnership because ERTHA is built on the Binance Smart Chain while CryoWar is built on the Solana blockchain. So I thought that was really interesting. I want to know more about that, but I don't think that's really that important. Another thing that they had going on was that during their Seedify and GameFi IDO release, they sold out within a minute, I guess, on both sides. So I thought that was actually really interesting. So that means people were really hyped on this when it first came out. Also, in other news, ERTHA right now is number 2 in CryptoRank, and this was published yesterday on January 18th. So I thought, wow, this is one of the most searched metaverses. So people are obviously attracted to this in some way, shape, or form. And this is considered a play to earn ranking. So that means they consider this not just a metaverse, but you can earn money while playing the game. In other news, ERTHA is right now on one of the daily gainers list, which was listed today. It's currently at 1,193th place. And right now the volume going in and out is around 8 million, but it's getting its most traction on Huobi Global, which is the crypto exchange. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is the image. They just recently published this on January 17th. Of how one of the lands could actually look in the final piece. Now, this game hasn't allowed people to really build on it just yet, but if you want to get an idea of how it could look something like this. It kind of reminds me of Sim City, which was an old PC game a long time ago. And this Eartha land is obviously trying to represent like a Hollywood symbol, just like in LA. So I thought that was really interesting and maybe what you should expect. Now, there's a huge announcement that just recently happened just within the past 48 hours, and that is that they're going to be listing their coin on KuCoin. And KuCoin, as we know, is one of the largest exchanges in the world. And from what I know, is centralized in Singapore. Now, one of the things I want to show you is the current price of the ERTHA token. Right now it's at 35 cents. It is up 15% today, and that is mainly because of the KuCoin announcement. And in the overall chart, at the birth of this ERTHA thing, which started in January, it has been kind of trading sideways, but it has kind of seen an increase since yesterday, ever since the announcement. Now, there are 2 billion tokens in supply, which is, to me, in my eyes, that's also quite a bit. I think 1 billion would have been enough, but their market cap is fairly low, and their fully diluted market cap is actually quite fairly low. Usually we see these into the billions, which sometimes is a red flag, but this I think is quite normal. Maybe a lot of people haven't seen the potential behind this, but I think this is still kind of early. So let's look at the analytics of ERTHA. Now, as we see here, the unique senders and receivers. Unique senders is the yellow line, and the unique receivers is the green line. And as you notice from here, it hasn't really gone up or down. It's just been kind of staying sideways as well. So the amount of unique addresses isn't building strongly. So maybe the Metaverse hasn't caught on to ERTHA. But again, when we look at CryptoRank and all these other ratings, they're saying that people are showing up. So maybe the value on Binance Smart Chain isn't showing that transactional volume at all, and the unique addresses there as well. So I just want to share with you that, because I think that can be really important in case you feel like, is this gaining traction? Do I feel like people are really catching on to this? Is this attractive at all for them? Now, I want to share this thing before we go to the actual website, to the actual way you can buy land. This is their roadmap. Now, they've already completed their funding with private investors and also with their IDO seed investors. They have an NFT marketplace which is launched. And so the NFT marketplace is going to be basically the planet, which we're going to see in a little bit, but they still have a long road ahead. I think right now they're at their alpha stage and they need to reach into their beta stage. And then once that happens, then I think I can feel confident to maybe invest in some land, but people are buying it regardless. So this next slide, I want to show you what the website and how to buy land actually looks like. So here we are at the website, and be sure to open this on Google Chrome. This does not work on Firefox. I've tried to use it on Firefox, but I was not able to. So I was able to use it on Google Chrome, and you will need to have your MetaMask wallet to connect to this as well. Now, I noticed that when I go to the United States, a lot of the lands in the major cities are already sold out. New York, Los Angeles, Florida, Texas, but there are all these other lands in the middle. And so you really need to decide what part of the United States, say for instance, if you're interested in the United States, where you want to go. So basically, if you want to know what's for sale, you got to click on the blue hex land plot. So for instance, if I just go ahead and click on this, I think this will be quite affordable, which is 652. When I say 652 and it's affordable, I'll show you why, because there are other lands around the world that are way more expensive. So this is kind of like in the middle of nowhere. It's selling for $642, but know this, not everything is on for sale, right? These little beige colors right here, they haven't been listed for sale. And if you want, there are also these right here. This one's $649. We have another one for $672, but it does get higher and higher as we go. Let me see if I can find a city here that is more expensive. Like over here is $42,000 because it's right next to Pittsburgh. So that is quite a bit. Let us go ahead and zoom out to the menu. I'm going to show you some other crazy prices, and mainly I've been seeing them in Asia. You can also look for Saudi Arabia if you want, but let's just go over here because I think a lot of people have been buying into this as well. So we're going to look into Japan, say for instance. Just trying to find land here is $21,000. You can see that people have either bought around that price at an early price, but the reason people pay for this is because if you see here, this is really important. What can your land offer you? So they have like fishing, meat, we have nature, produce. I mean, this is all really important when you buy land. You just don't want to buy something that doesn't have any of these things. So when you go to different cities, you'll see that it definitely ranges. Like this one's 5,000, but only meat is supplied. And that's really important because the land that you buy has to serve some type of economic value. It has to give you some sense of return. Why would people want to pay for something like this? But people are buying this. So guys, in the end, what are my personal thoughts? Is this a good investment? If you're interested in investing in the metaverse, I think there are other bigger plays that you could go for. Now, I think that if you want to partake in the hex land plots, I think buying within the United States would be worth sharing. I think that's worth investing in. And do I remain bullish on this? I think if they restructure their marketing campaign to be less of a horror / end of the world type of thing, then I think that potentially this would do a lot better, because the metaverse is for people to migrate, to commute, to meet other people, not to build cities and not to just earn tokens through building those cities. I just feel that if a metaverse should allow you to be immersive in it, to interact with other characters, maybe to have your own avatar and go around doing missions and stuff. This reminds me of SimCity, and there are particularly games out there that do run on this type of model, and some games have done well. But personally, I'm not invested in this. I do not plan on buying this land, but I don't take my word for it. Definitely watch other investors or other YouTubers and their opinions. But I want to share this with you guys because this has been one of the most requested videos in my Patreon page and also in the chat. So I want to share that with you guys, and if this is a good investment for you. Now, regarding the token itself, I think it could be possible to invest more in the token than the lands. Now, usually I would say invest in lands than the token, but ERTHA, I think its strength is going to be in its token sale. You can buy it right now on Huobi Global, and soon you can buy it on KuCoin. But right now it's available on PancakeSwap as well. And what we know in BNB is that the fees are very slim to none, and also the gas fees are slim to none as well. So guys, that's just my personal thoughts. Let me know if you own some land. What are the benefits? Maybe I didn't cover everything. Why are you bullish or not bullish on this game? Do you plan on acquiring ERTHA Hex lands? Do you plan on acquiring the token? Well, I definitely want to learn from you guys. I want to know from you guys. So leave that comment down below. And don't forget to like that button. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.